One day I sat back on my bunk and I was thinking to myself, what am I gonna be in 5 years? You know, I got kids, how will I be able to raise them? I can't keep going to the streets because that's just gonna keep me away from them.
28-year-old Detroiter TYQUEAS Banks just started as a carpenter's apprentice. His last gig, the Department of Corrections, 3 years for selling drugs.
I was ready to work the moment they walked me out to prison. I took this opportunity and I never looked back.
Mr. Banks gave me a phone call. He sounded extremely excited to have the opportunity to get a job, so we signed him up and here he is today.
Pontiac Ceiling and Partition is finishing up a new building in Novi.
We did the exterior framing and sheathing and started doing the interior partitions, the drywall, basically from the ground up.
Banks is here because the Michigan Council of Carpenters and Millwrights worked with the Corrections Department to create a new training program behind bars. JUAN ORTIZ is a part of that.
When I met JUAN ORTIZ, he came and spoke to us, and everything that he was saying, I had been in his shoes, he'd been in mine. I listened to him and I just stuck with it. And I gave him a call the first morning I walked out of there. Pretty much wrapped up here.
ORTIZ, another Detroiter, did time himself a couple decades ago. Then he hung drywall, moved up the ranks. Now he's advocating for the union and other returning citizens.
We're all out educating, schooling people on our trade, trying to recruit people into our trade, and we still can't find the people. So we need people, they're not there.
People, they need to be trained, on the job and in the classroom.
Volume of a cylinder, the formula is V equals.
This class covers math at the trade union's office in Ferndale. It's the front end of the pipeline for returning citizens into the trades. ICHARD ODEN is one. ODEN served 20 years in prison. He too connected with ORTIZ.
Well, I'm doing residential construction right now, but I really want to make more money. So I believe the money is in commercial. And it's probably less taxing on your body than residential. So, you know, I'm 40 now.
We've had like 20, 25 guys come out of prison and come through us that are waiting to get in, because the classes only start every so many semesters, so there's guys still waiting to get into the school.
Soon they'll have more room in a new building, breaking ground next spring in a West Side Detroit neighborhood.
We're gonna get a brand new school that we're gonna be able to take pride in, because the ICHARD's gonna help build it.
Right.
And we're gonna get to see it get built by Detroiters in Detroit, and we're gonna take pride in that. We're gonna have pride.
More classrooms means more people to work. Meanwhile, ORTIZ needs more employers like Dave Tomlinson.
I feel like we're on the forefront of this program and working with it, and we're willing to take that risk, and I think it's gonna pay off for us.
When guys are trying to help you as much as you want to help yourself, you can become the person I am today. Right now, I'm just happy to be home, working, you know, making a good living, and staying out of trouble.